Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So as you are probably seeing with my pop-up, I am no longer Junkin 101 with Cassie. I have rebranded myself and I am now Creative Paper Studio. So anyway, I've just decided that, the Junkin 101 with Cassie was just too long, too complicated, it was hard for people to find me because they didn't know if the Junkin had a G on it or the apostrophe or any of that stuff. So I just decided to rebrand myself to make it easier for people to find me. So I am Creative Paper Studio now, and that is creative with a K, not a C. And you can find me on Etsy, Facebook, and YouTube underneath that name. So anyway, enough of the business stuff. Let's get into today's project. So I had made some faux puzzle pieces. I was just scrolling through YouTube and I saw this on the front of somebody's, like their thumbnail of their video. I didn't even watch the video. But I will go back and try and find that, and I will link it down below to give credit to where credit's due. So I made these faux puzzle pieces, and I posted them in JJ with Joy on Facebook, and someone had asked me if there was a tutorial for these. So I figured, hey, why not? So we're going to make some of these today. I left a couple of them blank just so I can have them in my stash to, decorate up for whatever project. So I thought we would make a few of them today. They're very simple, they're very quick, they're a project you can do without thinking and that kind of thing. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of cardstock. It doesn't have to be real thick, whatever. You're going to need glue stick. Towards the end, you're going to need some ink for distressing. You're going to need some paper scraps. And you're also going to need a hole punch of some sort. I'm using a 3/4 inch hole punch. You can use whatever size you want for whatever size you're making. You're also going to need your paper trimmer. And then if you want to decorate towards the end, you're going to need some decorations like labels, stickers, words, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first step to making these is very simple, and y'all have seen it probably 100,000 times. But that's just to collage our page. So the way I collage is no different than the way anybody else's collages. So I just take my papers and I rip them to whatever I want. This is a dictionary page. Make sure your dictionary pages don't have any dirty words on them. So I'm just going to use my glue stick here and glue up. Sorry, I'm off camera doing this. I'm just putting glue on the back of the piece of paper with my glue stick, making sure it's nice and covered. And then I'm just going to let it overlap my page a little bit. That way I can go back and cut that off. Let me get a mat to put behind here because I don't want to get sticky all over the desk. Okay, let me make sure I'm still in frame. We're pretty good. Okay, so you're just going to continue in this manner of collaging your page. Let's see here. I've got some of these strips that are really nice. So let's put one of these on there. This is just from a old book page. It's just the part that didn't have text on it. I love these pieces. So Well, we are collaging up our page. Let's just chit chat. Today I'm home by myself, just me and the animals. I haven't talked much about my animals. Let's see. I'll just tell a little bit about myself, I guess. I have 2 dogs. One is a Boston Terrier mix. Her name is Roxy. She's probably about, 5 years old now. Something like that. 5 or 6 maybe. We got her as a, she was kind of an oopsie dog. My sister-in-law was rehoming her, and, anyway, my sister-in-law was rehoming her, and she rehomed her to somebody that lived close by me, and, anyway, the people ended up saying that they didn't want her, and that she was, really vicious, and she was biting at the kids, and this and that. And so my husband and I went over to get her with the intention to rehome her, because they were literally like neighbors that had taken Roxy in. And so anyway, we had went and got Roxy, and my husband, like a day or so later, is like, oh, I think I know somebody that would want her. And I'm like, absolutely not. This dog was the sweetest dog. She was so loving and so, just loyal. And when my sister-in-law had got her, she had adopted her from a shelter. And so she had been through the shelter, who knows how many homes before that. And then, my sister-in-law's house, and then the people right down the road from us, and then she had been in our home. And I said, no, this dog is too sweet, too loving to go through all these homes and stuff. She's found her forever home. She's staying here. So that's how we ended up with Roxy. And she is the sweetest dog ever. So this was just my glue page. I just ripped it off my book, and I'm now going to toss it in my scrap bin. No need to throw it away. It can be used as, a journaling card base or something like that. So, then we have Bean. He's our other dog. Let me grab my rip ruler. Bean is, a Baptiste. He's part Papillon and part Maltese. He is the cutest thing ever. I think he's the cutest thing ever anyway. And he's very special to me because it's the last thing my dad bought for me before he passed away. He's just over a year old, and he's so full of spunk and really keeps us on our toes, but we love him. And then we have 3 cats. There's Jasper, who is my son's cat. There's Bella, who is my husband's cat. And then there's Galaxy, who's my cat. And don't be surprised if you see Galaxy on camera, because he thinks my desk is his domain. So, this piece here, this is perfect for like stamping a word on, or just using it as a blank piece like this to get extra color. So I don't throw those away. I keep those. And this one we're going to do this way. This is a very old book, so it's very fragile. I hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if I said that already. I hope you're all happy and healthy and doing what you love and enjoying life. I recently applied for, our local hospital is doing a program because they're so short-staffed for medical assistants. They have decided to offer to pay for your schooling to become a medical assistant. And anyway, the only thing is that after you complete your course, you are like contracted to work for them for a year after your schooling's done. And you'll be working during your schooling as well at the Gunderson facility. So I've always wanted to do something in the medical field. I was very, very close when I was younger to becoming a CNA. I had a 4.0 in the CNA class, and it came down to doing the state testing. And when it came to the state testing, I chickened out and got scared and didn't want to go, before these big head honchos, and take the test, because it's like a physical test. It's not like a written test. You actually have to like make the bed and take a blood pressure and transfer somebody, and if they're bedridden, you have to like change the bed sheets while they're in the bed and all this stuff. So it was like very nerve-wracking for me. I couldn't do it, but I'm taking advantage of it this time, and I really hope I get accepted into the program. I think it would be, a really good thing for me. Of course, it means less time for crafting, but it would be like a Monday through Friday job because I work from home on the weekends doing respite care. So, yeah. It does, though, mean more money for crafting supplies. So, that would be fantabulous, right? So, leave in the comments down below. I'll ask you guys. I've always wanted to be in the medical field. Did you guys end up with a job that you wanted? Or are you doing something different? And if you could have a dream job, your dream job, what would it be? Let's see here. Let's bring some color into this. So as you can see, I'm using a lot of neutral colors. And the reason I'm using the neutral colors is because I want to be able to keep some of these blank and use them, in other projects. So I can always go in and add color and stuff on top of these. But I can't take color away. So if I need something for a neutral project, I can't take color away from this. So that's why I'm keeping it pretty natural colors, neutral colors. Because, if I'm working on a purple journal, a lot of this will fit into the purple journal. I just would have to, add some purple flowers on top of it, or, some purple lace or whatever to make it match my project. So making these ahead of time in neutral colors is really good to, like, just build your stash. Oh, the air's gonna kick on. My apologies. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but the furnace is just around the corner from me, and I know when I'm doing like video chat and stuff, they can sometimes hear it, so I hope it's not like too bothersome. Okay, I'm just trying to find something to fill this in, but I want it to be like different than this here. Look at me pointing with my ruler like I'm someone special. I don't want it to be close to this, and you know, you've got this here, the dictionary, the book page, more dictionary here, so, I mean, I guess I could do a little bit more coffee dyed paper. There's not much coffee dyed paper on here. So, like, when I'm ripping the edge like this, I just toss that little piece. There's no need to hold on to that little piece like that. So, that's nice there. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. And don't forget, if you don't want to see the collaging part, you can always fast forward through all that. But, you know, I've said this kind of late. I'm almost done with the collaging, but anyway. Okay, so I need a little something something for there. Let's use some of this. This is a ledger page kit from somebody. I don't remember who. Oh my goodness. My cat has the zoomies and he's knocking stuff over. I tell you, some days it's like a zoo in here. Okay, so that's like too perfect. Let's rip this some. Oops, wrong bin. Throw that in the trash. Okay. There we go. That's better. I like the rip ruler. I love my rip ruler. But sometimes it's nice to just have, you know, the very organic edges as well. I like a good mix of both. And as you're ripping these and putting them down, you can ink them and all that fun stuff, but I don't take the time at this stage to ink them. So, what I'm going to do now is get rid of the sticky mat. And I'm going to flip this over, and I am just going to trim along my paper to get all the little hangy over bits. That is a technical term. So just cut those off the edges. Hopefully I'm staying in frame for you guys. I got a new phone and it doesn't zoom out as far as my last phone did. Like, you know, my last phone zoomed out to like a 0.5, and this one, it only zooms out to like 1. So okay, just about got it. So sticky. Use your sticky scissors for this. My sticky scissors got used to cut sleeves off of a t-shirt this morning, and they're across the room. So, okay, throw all these little bits away. You don't need them anymore. Okay, so now you need your paper trimmer. And I'm just going to use this little guillotine. So, I like elements of surprise, so I'm going to turn this over and cut it without looking. I'm going to go to 4 inches, and you can make these any size you want to. You don't have to make them as big as I make them. You can make them smaller, you can make them bigger, you can do whatever. But I'm just going to go to 4 inches and cut this down. And then let's do a 3-inch and cut that down. And then that leaves us with just a tad over 4 inches, so I'm okay with that. So I'm going to then come in and do 4 inches again. And that makes this piece a little over 4 inches. I think that'd be way too big, but you know, we'll go with it. Here's my 3-inch piece. We'll go 3 inches to make it square. And then if I go 4 inches, that'll give us a teeny tiny one. I don't want a teeny tiny one. So let's just do 3 inches again. On this one, we'll go 3.5. So see, I'm just doing like random measurements, and hopefully you guys can see all this. I'm just doing like random measurements to make random sizes. This little piece right here, you can keep that or throw it away. That's kind of a cool piece. I'm going to throw it in my scrap bin. Okay. Set your trimmer aside and let's see what we have. Oh my, that looks totally crooked. Okay. Let's, it's a little better. Okay. So, now what you want to do at this point is go in with your circle punch, or if you have a die cut, you can do it with a die cut as well. And you're going to take your circle punch and you're going to go not quite all the way, but almost all the way. You just want a little bit showing and you're just going to punch. So see how it kind of makes the curve like that? And you can do this on 2 sides, you can do it on 3 sides, it doesn't matter. You could even do it on all 4 sides. Let's do an all 4-sided one. So, it looks kind of funky at this stage, but you know, hey, it's alright. So you just go in now and punch your holes. We'll leave that one as a 2-fer. That one's kind of small, so we'll leave it as a 2. This one's really small. See, and they don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to think real hard about it. It's, you know, real simple, real easy. Just punch your holes and okay. So this is what we're left with now. We just have these pieces that look like puzzle. They're really simple, really easy to make. Now, I'm going to go to my sewing machine and sew around just a couple of these, and then we'll decorate, because I want to show you guys the look of them with stitching around them. So just bear with me one moment, talk amongst yourselves for a second, and I'll do these two. Are y'all still hanging in there? Okay, so there's that one, and now also around the small one real quick. Okay, and here's the small one. So I've just stitched around it with a real light colored thread that is a neutral color. So, you know, that's what we get. So now let's decorate these two. So you can decorate them any way you want to. So let me get out my little book and we'll see what we can find here. I really like doing mushrooms on these. I don't know why, but I like the mushroom look on them. Where's my mushrooms? There they are. I love this mushroom. Okay, so we'll do the mushroom. Let's get a label. Let's see what kind of label we can find. Branch, forest might be okay. Okay. We'll just stick with forest. Okay, so this will end up going probably right here. I like that. This is just going to be really super simple, guys. Really super simple. Let's see about a number of some sort. No, I think that'd be too big. Let's look in here and see what we've got. Okay, I can trim that down. Okay, so I'm just going to trim it down where the black lines are. These numbers are from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I need to print some more. So we'll put that there, and I think it needs some cheesecloth or something. So okay, set this aside. So I've got my cheesecloth here. Now remember, your cheesecloth comes in layers, so remember to take it apart. Oh, thank you. The furnace finally shut off. Okay, I like that. Kind of plain, kind of simple, but fun. I am using Distress Oxide in the color Gathered Twigs. So I'm just going to ink around my edges of my puzzle piece. You can ink it as heavy as you want and make it nice and grungy, or you can keep it real light, or you don't have to ink at all. Okay, I'm also going to ink around my elements. Okay, there's the mushroom. We'll do the label. We'll do the number. Okay. So let's put this together now. I am going to use my Barely Art Glue. Art Glitter Glue will work the same. Fabri-Tac. I'm almost out of Fabri-Tac. I have very, very little left, so I'm just going to use my art glitter. Or I mean my Barely Art. I'm also out of art glitter glue. Okay, I'm going to put my label down first because I want it behind the mushroom. If you guys place your things down and you find a spot where you like them, and then you're scared to take it apart because you're not going to remember, take a picture of it, and then you can refer back to your picture and know the placement of things. That way you know what you have to, glue down first or things like that. So, good little tip there to take a picture and refer back to it. Okay, so we're going to stick our mushroom down. I'm going to hold it just a little bit longer than I normally would because it's got to take hold of that cheesecloth there. Okay. Stick our number up in the corner. Okay, and there we have just a simple, cute, decorated mushroom faux puzzle piece. If you wanted to, you could, on the back here, put a paper clip. Let's see about doing that. I'm just going to take a piece of this. I'm going to fold it in half to make it just a little bit stronger. I'll glue it together. Okay, just gluing it together. Let's grab a paper clip. Okay, we'll stick the paper clip on here. I like to stick the small side on the inside. I don't know why, I just do. And then I'm just going to glue this. I normally like to use Fabri-Tac for this because it'll really get the paper clip. So just glue that up. And then stick it on the back. Give that paper clip an extra little push down. Make sure it adheres the way you want it to. And there you go. You've got yourself an altered paper clip faux puzzle piece. I don't know if I would, make many of these big like this, but these smaller ones like this I think would be adorable as altered paper clips. So there, you could just stick it in and pull it out and move it around and all that stuff. So while we're here, let's go ahead and decorate up this little one to show how cute the little ones could be too. I think I'm going to use a different kind of number on this one. I'll use that. And let's see what we have in here that's little. Well, I have some little ephemera in here, along with my hook and loop and my chapstick. Burt's Bees Mango. Good stuff. You could put this picture of this guy on here. Let's see what else we got in here. The rose. Let's do... kind of liking that. Oh, hey, here, this is smaller yet. Okay, so we can put that back in the corner to make this look a little more balanced. Put him there, and then put that there. Okay, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. And then I'm going to take, this is just old bed sheet or something that has been rust stained. And I just want to add some of this in here as well. Okay. So let's glue down our piece of fabric here. I'm going to let that hang off the edge a little bit. Ink up our pieces. Oh, I didn't ink around my puzzle piece. Let's do that. As my friend says, ink before you stink. So if you would like to see the others that I've made, they are posted in JJ with Joy. If you'd like to see the pictures to get ideas to make your own maybe. Okay, so let's glue down our number. And we'll glue down our picture of our man. And then we'll glue this down. And there we have it. Very simple, very quick. And you've got yourself a cute little piece of ephemera. And you know, I could just throw this in my stash, and if I wanted to use it somewhere else, like in a journal or something, and say my journal is more on the blue side, I could come back in and add something blue here. Or, you know, if it's purple, I could come in and add a purple flower on here, or some purple trim somewhere, or throw some lace behind it, you know. They're very cute. You could use them as little tuck spots. You could have them as just little pieces of floating ephemera. You could stick it in a pocket, do that kind of stuff. This looks a little plain right there, so I think I'm going to stitch on it real quick. Just do a quick little zoom on it. And go back in and cut our little threads. I like threads, but sometimes they can get a little out of control. Okay. So there's that. And see how much that little bit of stitching on top of that fabric added? It added so much more to the piece. So those are my faux puzzle pieces. I showed you that we can make them into altered paper clips. You know, they're endless and they're so much fun. So if you don't have a puzzle piece, or you can't find the like kids floor puzzles that have the bigger pieces or things like that, here you go. You can just make your own. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. I had a lot of fun making these for you guys. I had a lot of fun telling you a little bit about myself. And anyway, until the next one, guys, keep it crafty, stay safe, and stay healthy, and do what you love. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.